Good morning, 10th class students. In today's class, we are discussing about that how metals can react with chlorine. Okay. In last previous videos, we already discussed about that metals can react with dilute acids, with O2, okay, and with water. So now today we are discussing about the our last two properties with the it means metal can react with the hydrogen or not, or metals can react with, or how metals can behaving when the reacting with the chlorine. Okay, so this is metals metals reaction with chlorine. Metals reaction with chlorine. You know about that when metal is reacting with the chlorine, they are just formation. They just form the metallic chlorides. Metallic chlorides. So we can write here. Okay, when metals react with chlorine, form metallic chloride, which are generally ionic chloride. So which are generally ionic chloride. And you know about that ionic chloride, and this ionic chloride form by formed by exchange of electrons, exchange of or transfer of electrons. Okay, or exchange means, or maybe we can write transfer of electrons, transfer of, sorry, exchange of, exchange of maybe ions, or transfer of, okay, transfer of electrons, or exchange of ions, exchange of ions. They are they are having high melting point and high boiling point. Okay, and also they are good electrolytes, and also they are good electrolytes. Okay, so it means, so now we have to see some reactions, and after that we will understand about that more clearly about this, how metals can react with chlorine. Okay, so like with with sodium, okay, first we will see 2Na plus Cl2, then formation of 2NaCl. So this is the our sodium chloride. It means this is the our ionic chloride. This is our ionic chloride, 2NaCl. Then again 2K plus Cl2, then formation of 2KCl, then Ca plus Cl2, then formation of CaCl2, then Mg plus Cl2, then formation of MgCl2. After that, aluminum, then 2Al plus 3Cl2, then 2AlCl3. Okay, then zinc, Zn plus Cl2, then formation of ZnCl2. Same, this is the zinc chloride. Okay, and then formation of Fe, 2Fe plus 3Cl2, then formation of Fe2Cl3. Okay, and then Cu plus Cl2, then formation of CuCl2. So these are the examples. Okay, you can see. Look, metals reaction with chlorine. It means how metals can behave when reaction with the chlorine. It means with Cl2. So you know about that. It means that metal plus chlorine, then formation of metals chloride, yeah, or chlorides of metal. Okay, so metals chloride. Okay, so I hope you are understanding what is this. It means when metal can react with chlorine, then formation of metals chloride. So when metals react with chlorine, form metallic chloride, and which are generally ionic chloride. They are having a ionic chloride because you know about that, like that. Here it is the Na, and this is the Cl2. It means there is a transfer of electron or exchanging of ions. Exchanging of ions because look, these are the from here electron, outermost shell, one extra electron is there, and it can be transferred to the vacant shell of, that means there is a place at the last in the their valence shell. So there is the transfer of this extra electron to the vacant shell of the chlorine. So due to that, there is the formation of NaCl. That is the good ionic chlorides, and you know about that. Those are having a greater exchange of these ions. They are a good electrolytic in nature. So in NaCl we can see how the exchange of these electrons or exchange of these ions. So formed by transfer of electron or exchange of ions. So they are having a high melting point and high boiling point, and also they are good electrolytes. It means if we are making a electrolytic solution, then they behave a good electrolytes because there is a too much formation of ions. Okay. Now we can see some examples. Okay. And example, first we will take sodium, then 2Na plus Cl2, that is the 2NaCl. It means sodium chloride, means this is the metallic chloride. Okay, and you know about that sodium chloride is a good electrolytic solutions. Okay, only rainwater conducts electricity because some salts are already it means they are added in the due to the raining water. Okay, so that's why rainwater is a good electrolytic solution and conducting good electricity. Okay, and 2K plus Cl2, that is the 2KCl, Ca plus Cl2, that is CaCl2, Mg plus Cl2 means MgCl2, magnesium chloride, 2Al plus 3Cl2, that is 2AlCl3, that is aluminum chloride, Zn plus Cl2, that is ZnCl2, it means zinc chloride, 2Fe plus 3Cl2, it means this is iron chloride, Fe2Cl3, and Cu plus Cl2, that is CuCl2, it means copper chloride. So I hope you are understanding how metals can react with the chlorine. Okay. So our our topic is that we will study here. It means how metals can react. How metals can react with hydrogen. So can you guess that what are the main two features which are resembling same as with the metal and hydrogen. So when you will see that hydrogen also, it means metals also can, it means not accepting the electrons, and hydrogen also not accepting the electrons. It means both are having the giving nature. Both are having the giving nature. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so now we have to react. Sorry, now we have to see how metals can react with, okay, this reacts with hydrogen. So our next is metals reaction with hydrogen. Metals reaction with hydrogen. So first you should keep in your mind that generally metals cannot form any, it means any product with the hydrogen. So why it is? Because look, generally metals cannot form products with hydrogen because because metal and hydrogen both are both are not accepting electron, both are not accepting electron, or both are not accepting electron, or are not accepting electrons. And okay, so generally metal can form, sorry, cannot form product with hydrogen because metal and hydrogen both are not accepting electrons. It means metals loss or lose electron, and hydrogen also forming product with losing electron. But okay, listen. Generally, metal can not form a product with hydrogen because metal and hydrogen both are not accepting electrons. It means metal lose electrons, and also metal lose electron, and hydrogen also forming product with losing electrons. But high reactive metals like sodium, potassium, magnesium uh, can able to uh, give electron forcefully to hydrogen for the formation of metal hydride. Metal hydride. So look, it means metal plus hydrogen, that is metal hydride. Okay, metal hydride. Okay. So like one example we have, one or two example we have to take. 2Na plus H2, then 2NaH, 2NaH, Ca plus H2, then uh, uh, 2C plus H2, then 2CaH, 2CaH, 2CaH. Okay. So that is sodium hydride, and this is calcium, CaH2, calcium hydride. Okay. Okay. 1 minute. I'll take stop. Okay. Like so, metal reaction with hydrogen. Metal reaction with hydrogen. So I hope you already understood that metals reaction with chlorine, and this is our last reaction. It means we already seen with the O2, we already seen with the water, and we already seen with the dilute acids and aqueous also. So now metals only can react with two non-metal oxide gases. Non-metal gases means hydrogen and chlorine. Okay. So generally metals cannot form product with the hydrogen. So metal cannot react with the hydrogen, but in the rare cases, it means those are highly reactive metals. They can able to give forcefully. It means they can able to forcefully to give electrons to hydrogen and make the formation of metal hydrides. So look, because metal and hydrogen both are not accepting electrons. It means both are having the giving nature. So metal also lose electrons, and hydrogen also forming product with the loosening. So electron, but high reactive metals. Okay, it means those are having the same nature. Both are having the same nature. It means hydrogen also form the chemical compounds with the loosening of electrons, and metals also form the product with or ionic or maybe any compounds with the loosening of electrons from their outermost shell. It means their valence shell. But some high reactive metals, so that's why the mostly the atoms, it means the compounds are not possible, but like sodium, potassium and magnesium can able to give electron forcefully to hydrogen. So highly reactive metals like sodium, potassium and magnesium can able to give the electron forcefully to hydrogen. So that's why the formation of metal hydrides can possible, but only for a few highly reactive metals. So for that 2Na plus H2, that 2NaH sodium hydride, and this is 2C, sorry, this is calcium hydride. This is calcium hydride. Generally you cannot see the reactions of this, but because these reactions can happen in rare cases, so this is the calcium hydride, CaH2, CaH2. It means this is the calcium hydride, calcium hydride. Okay, so I hope you are understanding what I am telling here. When sodium reacts with, because sodium and calcium and magnesium and the potassium, they are highly reactive metals, so that's why they can able to react with the hydrogen. Okay, it means they can able to give forcefully electrons to hydrogen and can able to form their metallic hydrides. So look, metal plus hydrogen means metal hydride will be formation, and 2Na plus H2, 2NaH sodium hydride, and Ca plus H2, then CaH2, it means calcium hydride. So these are the chemical properties we already seen. Okay, in last 2 or 3 our videos, 3-4 videos. Okay, and here we are just making the ending of our metals chemical properties. In next class we will start our non-metals chemical properties. Okay, thank you.